Teaching to write is like teaching to read in the sense that both follow a sequential process. But writing requires and combines more basic skills than any other subject area. In a writing class, we teachers must guide our students from the beginning of writing to creating a finished piece. However, teachers usually encounter two big problems when beginning to teach a writing course. The first one is how to motivate students to write, how to make the writing class interesting, and avoid boredom. And the second one is the enormous amount of writings we receive from students. How can we avoid all those loose papers bulging our desks? Well, this project will help teachers integrate technology in the writing classroom. Hi, my name is Sarah Ferguson, and today I will give you some ideas about online tools you can use to enrich the first step of the writing process. Make it more dynamic, collaborative, and fun for your students. The first step in the writing process is pre-writing. As its name implies, it's any writing you do before you start writing. We all do a little bit of thinking before we write, so why not write some of that thinking down? Usually, students don't know exactly what they are going to write about. The fun of pre-writing is that it really doesn't matter. Pre-writing is a time that students can use to experiment, to jot down a few quick ideas, to try out something new without having to try very hard, to take a little time to gather their thoughts and choose a direction before they start drafting. What activities can students do during pre-writing? They can draw, they can read, they can make notes, they can scribble random thoughts, they can make a web or a story map. Students can do anything that will help them come up with good ideas for writing. It doesn't really matter what they do as long as it involves turning on their brains and thinking about their topics. The pre-writing step. This is the first step, which involves research and thinking. Usually, when we surf the net, we save the sites we find useful as favorites. When you are on the web page you want to save, you click on the star mark in Google Chrome address bar. You can organize your bookmarks by creating new folders. Another tool teachers and students can use to enhance the writing process is DIGO. What's DIGO? Well, DIGO stands for Digest of Internet Information, Groups, and Other Stuff. It is a social bookmarking program that allows you to save your favorites online so that they can be accessible from any computer with an internet connection. However, DIGO does much more than this. As you read on the web, as well as bookmarking websites, you can also highlight parts of web pages that are of particular interest to you. Or you can attach sticky notes to specific parts of the web pages. These highlights and sticky notes are persistent. Whenever you return to the original web page, you will see your highlights and sticky notes superimposed on the original page. Just what you would expect if you highlighted or wrote on a book. After we have carried out research and have decided which topic we would like to write about and have all the necessary sources of information in a bookmarking program, we can begin putting our ideas into words. Two online tools we can use to do this are FreeWrite online blank text areas with timer, and another program is Wordle. Free writing is a pre-writing activity where students write down everything that comes to their mind. There are some websites students can visit to practice free writing, which have a blank text area complete with automatic line wrapping and 10-minute timer. There are also some websites or other websites which have blank text areas with a 5-minute and even 3-minute timer. Here we are just going to present one. Clustering is another pre-writing activity very similar to brainstorming. In clustering, students jot down only words or very short phrases. Before, students could use color pens, printings, or longhand scripts to suggest which ideas were main thoughts and which ones were just supportive ideas. Now, with technology, students can do the same with Wordle, which is an online tool that can be used to create word clouds from a paragraph. The clouds give greater prominence to words that appear more frequently in the source text. And they can edit their clouds with different fonts, layouts, and color scheme. Finally, we teachers can introduce our students to graphic organizers they can use to put their ideas in order. There are many interactive graphic organizers online, but here we are just going to suggest one, which is SpiderScribe. SpiderScribe is a program used to create mind maps and where you can put together all the information you want about the topic you chose. You can add videos, documents, PowerPoint presentations, and others. And you can also share these mind maps with the teacher and other students for peer evaluation, for example. Well, I really hope this information has been useful for you and your students, and I really appreciate the time you have devoted to watching this presentation. Don't miss our next project on the integration of technology in the second step of the writing process, which is drafting. Thank you very much.